Hello, in this video we're going to go through the job profile. The job profile is the screen where your job lives. Every single job you create in Cinderblock has a screen exactly like this. So let's start from the top. This is the job ID. A job ID or a job number is a unique number that's generated when you create the job. So no two jobs will have the same number. Here we have the job created date. Here we have job history log. So it gives you an entire history of the job from its inception. What happened, who did it, when they did it. Here we have the job name. Let's take this opportunity to go to edit job. So if you want to update the name or the description or the address, this is where you'll do it. I also want to show you this delete icon. If you want to delete the job for some reason, this is where you do that. But use this very sparingly, because if you have any data in that job, any files you uploaded, any estimates you created, any appointments that were created, by deleting the job, it deletes everything related to that job. So use it very, very sparingly. Don't delete anything unless you know for sure you want to get deleted. If you want to cancel a job, you want to create a status called cancelled, and then you keep the job and all the data in the system, but you have a status that makes it clearly cancelled. So only delete if you really want to delete everything. And let's put a description here just so you see how it looks in the job profile. So now you can see you can have a description too. This is where it goes. Okay, next we have the customer information. Please excuse this clearly fake email address. We have to use email addresses that are clearly fake. We cannot use any phone numbers here. This is where phone number also appears. If you have one, we can't use any addresses that look real, because then we get shut down by YouTube because it looks like a real person, right? This looks like a real customer, and then they'll shut it down for some of their policies. So we want to be very careful about that. But here you can access the customer profile. Here we have the job address, and if you want to open that, see where it is on a map, you just do that. Here we have job status. To update a status, you just click on a new one, and that updates it. You can also manage statuses, totally optional, but if you want to change the way they look, you want to add new statuses, remove statuses, name them whatever you want, that's where you'll do that in your company settings. We'll save that for another video. Here we have assigned users, and something interesting here I should point out is these padlocks. Like, what's going on? Why can I remove Jennifer but I can't remove David? The reason for that is because David currently is assigned to something that's not complete. And if we remove David from here, then he might not be able to access the job at all, and we need him to, because he's got to check into his appointment, he's got to maybe add some photos to the job. And you can see right here we have an appointment that David's assigned to, and its status is, it says future, which means it's not today. It's in a future date. But if we mark this complete, right, and then we go back to here, you can see now we can remove David if we want to. So that's what that's about. Let's put this back. Let's undo that action and put it back where it was. And then we have job tags. Here you can add tags, create new ones, and that's pretty much it. I think that speaks for itself. This section here is the job. We call this the job assets table. This is where all the assets you create for the job, this is where they go. So if you want to create appointments, you do it from here. If you want to create task lists, you want to add forms, you want to look at your estimates, invoices, all the files, this is where everything goes. Something that we did kind of nice over here, because there's a lot of data potentially in a job and you don't want to lose your position in the software, we try to keep everything in a single screen, and at your, within your reach, so you don't have to go digging and finding things and going through all different screens. So when you access one of these assets, so I want to go to this appointment, see what's going on, it opens up like this. And then you can see in the background we have the job, so I can go back to where I was and I don't get lost in the app. And that's pretty much it for this demonstration. We're going to have separate videos for appointments, show you all the features of appointments, all the features of task lists, files, and job notes. Really, I should highlight job notes here, but job notes deserves its own video, so that's also going to have its own video. That will be lesson 2, and I recommend you check that one out. If you have any questions about any of this, about any of the features, need help at any time, just reach out to us. We'll be more than happy to help you out, and we'll give you as much time as you need.